snorting. So this is the same to her outfit. And I'm trying to get it as consistently even as I possibly can. Sometimes the crow quill pen, it wants to fight it a little bit. You gotta get a little nudge to keep going. Trying to give her a winking eye.
Did you say wonky eye?
No, not a wonky eye, winky eye. It's not like your ex. Wonky eye Jim. Sailor. Works down at the docks. He's a big fan of the seamen.
She kind of reminds me of the character on Fat Albert, the one that had the
Oh, Weird Harold.
it always looked like he had bubble gum pulled over his
Yeah,
eyes.
yeah, he had a little toboggan over his head. This is Gwen Pool. Gwen Stacy was a Deadpool. You always want to drag the crow quill. You don't ever want to push it
Why?
because it'll splatter all over the place. That's usually why people don't like doing it, because they want to use it like a ballpoint pen. It doesn't really work that way. It has these little two teeth in it, these little blades, and when I press down, it spreads it apart. It gives me an inking line, and the more pressure I put on it, the thicker it gets. And I really didn't know I was doing anything spectacular or anything wrong, but I found out that people were amazed that sometimes I would draw with it upside down, and I just got so used to trying to get it to do whatever that I would rotate it as I went to get the type of thickness that I wanted. And so some people thought, oh, well, you're just doing that to get a consistently straight line. I was like, no, I just do that to get it thin, because I can get it thinner that way than I can in the normal way. So whereas I have this a thin line, and I make that one a little bit thicker, that's where the light is casting this way. That's why that's thicker right there. So when I come over here, and I'll make that line, that edge just a tad bit thicker to indicate that there's a shadow there. It gives it more weight. And one thing that people that are trying to break into comics, they don't understand is line variation, that you have to vary your line. That's what makes it look interesting. It's what gives it depth and variety and makes it look dynamic. I am a super genius. And so she has these little pouches, and when have a character that has these pouches on them leap, I always want it to look like, you know, they're really baggy and that there's movement, and so they're, you know, they're kind of flopping up in the air as she's jumping.